Virgo, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 31st through September 6th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check it out in the description box below if you want. Let's see. What am I gonna do with you guys? All of you. Don't have to be a Virgo, don't have to be a Cancer, don't have to be anything. All of you. The overall energy for the reading, the Magician. Trying to manifest something. And I feel like you are in the manifester energy power there, you know? So, in the recent past, you get the Five of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Somebody was waiting to leave a situation. They were very determined to leave, but I feel like there was a lot of waiting involved. Now, it could be external circumstances. It could be a bunch of things that kind of delayed this process because I see somebody like, no way I'm staying here. A situation, a person, whatever the case. In the current situation, you get the Three of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Star. This does look like a reconciliation, something coming back together into something very stable. And it does look like it's something that you really, really want to happen. The energy for it is here. We'll see. In the immediate future, you get the Temperance card, the Six of Swords, and the Tower. Change is coming. Big ass changes are coming for you, and they're not going to feel that great, and you're going to want to walk away. And whenever you decide to walk away from anything that's changing and anything that feels uncomfortable, it's going to create a tower moment, your movement away from it, which is telling me that it's only going to make it worse. So let's say your jobs are changing, right? And you know that it's time, you know that you have to do it, you know that this is it has to change. And at the same time, you're dragging it, you're not doing much about it. And then this feeling comes within you of really feeling uncomfortable and really feeling like you're not in the right place, you're not doing what you should be doing, and all of that. And it's piling up, and you keep on turning your back to this feeling. And the feeling only grows until it's going to create a tower moment. That was just an example, but it could be in regards to any kind of situation. Because it's really not, you decided to walk away from something and you're still in it. And it's going to grow more and more uncomfortable. That's the way it usually works. Let's clarify the Magician. The Four of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Ten of Cups. All right, so you are... And did I tell you this before? I feel like it came out in a reading. Was it for you? I don't know. You are holding on to this vision or this idea that you will be happy with somebody. You have somebody specific in mind. Now, I don't know if this is a general kind of Ten of Cups. For me, it feels very specific, you know, when it comes to you. So I feel like you're hanging on to this. I feel like you may have stopped telling people about it. Like if you have friends that you talk to them about your life, what you're feeling about this, that, and the other. I feel like that stopped. You're kind of keeping it a secret. This vision of yours that you have, or this wish that you have to be with somebody, and so on and so forth. And meanwhile, you're manifesting this. You're trying to bring this to life, to make it happen. But again, it does feel like a secret kind of thing, which is, I mean, your call. You don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. That's fine. It kind of feels like almost like you're protecting this vision, this, you know, from others that might come up with their opinions, their ideas, their whatever. It's like, I don't want to be hearing any of that. I just want to keep it to myself, and if I want to believe in that, I'll believe in that. And I get it because I do that too sometimes. So yeah, it's kind of like you're protecting this vision of happiness that you have with somebody, and at the same time manifesting it. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles there in the recent past. The Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, definitely too many disagreements, too many fights, too much pain in a situation. You just needed to leave. I feel like you went through a lot of options here on how it is that you're gonna leave. I don't see, in this initial step, I don't see the movement out of this. Just the thinking about it. Like, okay, you just had a fight with somebody, you're going to bed at night, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. How am I gonna get out? You know, kind of situation. But let's see this King of Swords, because this is definitely somebody that's taken action. This is the other type of action. The Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. It's like somebody rediscovered love and passion in a situation. Either if this was you thinking of ways to get out of a situation, this person may have picked that up and flipped the page on you. Like, no more fights, no more nothing. Bringing you flowers, bringing you breakfast in bed and stuff like that, you know? It almost feels like a flip of a page here. So I don't know which is which here, but let's clarify the Three of Cups in the current situation. The Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Somebody's hoping for a reconciliation here. However, they're not really moving to do anything about it. So if that's you, I feel like there's no real action right now. There is thinking or looking at the situation in various ways so that you can figure it out. Like, should I do this or should I do that? Or, you know, it almost feels like a balancing out of energies of half of it is feeling the loss of this connection, half of it feeling like this connection is actually going to happen. And just looking at that and being in the Hangman kind of in the middle and looking at both sides. Trying to figure things out. Let me clarify the Ten of Pentacles here in the current situation. The Ten of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Same kind of deal. Same situation where it feels like this is never going to happen. And then you bounce back into this energy of how do I make it happen? It's very mixed, very interesting that it shows up like this, because usually people hang on to one of those energies, right? You're kind of in the middle there, playing with both those energies of loss, of feeling like it's never going to happen, and then, but yeah, it's going to happen. Most people fall into one, hang on to that for a while, or the other, and, you know, it's very weird the way it shows up. It kind of makes me feel like you have control over this situation. Like you're not going to fall into that one and stay there, and not into that one and stay there. You know? You know how I always say you get to choose? You do get to choose here. And you are choosing which one you're going to fall into and which one you're going to stick with. You're kind of choosing both, which is very interesting. Let me see the Star. The The Devil, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. All right. You do recognize some fault to this wish that you have. It could get obsessive. It could get, remember those two sides? If you fall into that, I really, really want them back, and that's all I can think about, and they're all I can think about, and that's it. My life is not moving on from here until this happens. It falls into an obsessive kind of, and I feel like you're recognizing that, you're seeing that, and it does create a lot of sadness here. It becomes toxic, it becomes obsessive, it becomes not healthy for you, you know? So are you going to choose to think about it? Yes, keep that side, but think about the pure love and not the obsession, the obsessive part of it, and, you know, because there's two sides to this. And again, a matter of choice. It's your choice. Are you going to stick with the one that becomes toxic for you? Or are you going to stick with, yeah, I'm going to think about this and it's pure love and it's okay if I think about it and not obsess about it and not go after it and not try to control the situation, but just feel the love of it. And that's it. You know? Very interesting kind of choices you're making here for yourself. Let me clarify the Temperance in the immediate future. The Eight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. I mean, this is a stage of your transformation, of your growth, where I call them relapses here. When we're on that path of growth, of self-work and all of that, and then something happens and it draws us into our mind, which our mind is our worst enemy when it comes to our healing, because our mind doesn't heal us. Our mind just tells us things that we want to believe in. They're not necessarily true. It's not feelings. It's not feeling the moment and being in the moment. Our mind takes us anywhere but in the moment. So I feel like this is that happening for you, where you're going to have a little bit of a time of struggling, getting yourself attached to time, waiting for things to happen, and blah, 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 blah. Let me see the Six of Swords here. The King of Wands, the World, and the High Priestess. Now, this might be your person, the one that you're dealing with. I feel like they may have ran away from this connection. Ran. They might stop running away from this connection. When they start listening to their intuition, they might stop turning their back and running from this connection. But it's really up to them when they do decide to listen to their intuition. Let me clarify the Tower. The Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. This is just when you let your mind win over your heart. This is what happens. The Tower comes in, you're like, I've had it, I don't want this anymore, it's pointless, it's blah, 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 blah. And you're becoming somebody very cold, very detached, very, I don't care anymore, you know, kind of person. And that's when the Tower comes in. And it comes in with a lot of pain and a lot of hardship for you. But still, sometimes you just can't help it. You're like, I've had it, you know? So I get it. There's going to come a time, a rough time for you in this transformation, which is normal. You know, it happens to the best of us. It's not, you can't be like 24/7 in this energy of, I got it. I know what to do here, even though it's good or bad. Good or bad. But you know what I mean. When you feel that you're in control, but you're not letting your mind be in control because you're balanced. But then at times you feel like you lose control, and that's what's coming up for you a little bit here. So let's see what the universe has. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking about this connection that you're dealing with, and a lot of trying to figure it out. But at the same time, as I said, you might slip in your head at times which is going to bring you confusion. It's going to bring you fear. It's going to bring you insecurity. It's going to bring you all of that. So this is not necessarily a bad energy to stand in. I feel like it's, yes, it's stagnating. It's not taking action. It's not, but at the same time, it's looking at things in various ways. It is looking at things in very various ways that the mind wants you to look at things, at whatever, who knows what story the mind is going to create, right? So yeah, I see you being on a good path of dealing with whatever it is that comes up for you, and at the same time sometimes losing that path. You're kind of derailed, but then you come back to it, you know? So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.